discussing about the lesson The Will of Sacrifice, which tells us about Bhagat Singh, the greatest revolutionary leader who was never afraid of death. Will means death note. Will is telling about sacrifice, the inspiration to fight for freedom. It also voiced his co-prisoner's voice of escaping the noose. It had the message about him being sentenced to death. Let's know more about Bhagat Singh ji. Bhagat Singh was born on 27th September 1907 in Khatkar Kalan, Punjab in British India. His family members were all active in the freedom struggle. Arjun Singh was the grandfather of Bhagat Singh, Kishan Singh was his father, and Ajit Singh was his uncle. Young Bhagat Singh came in contact with well-known political leaders during his early education in DAV school in Lahore. In response to Gandhiji's call for non-cooperation against British rule, Bhagat Singh left DAV school and joined the National School, a center for revolutionary activities. Here, he was initiated into the firebrand activities under the leadership of Sukhdev, Bhagavati Charan, etc., and became a member of the Hindustan Republican Association. The ideas of the revolutionaries were different. The revolutionaries were branded as terrorists by the British government. They had believed that British rule was unjust and oppressive. Therefore, it was legitimate on their part to the violence as a weapon to overthrow the foreigners. They used bombs and guns against the British and robbed their establishment. Their ideas differed from the Gandhian ideas of a freedom movement based on non-violence or ahimsa.